Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blaze and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were working towards a Resturbed Mob Spawner, and I wanted to see if we could turn it into something other than Blaze. Specifically, I want to turn it into a Villager Spawner. I don't know if this will work. I haven't looked anything up or anything like that, so we're just going to try it, and if it doesn't work, then I do have a backup plan, but I have been working on that guy over there. So I went ahead and moved this one block to the right. It took me a little bit of time because I had to rebuild the entire thing, so it might not be exactly how it was before, but it's moved one block to the right. So now the center of the altar is aligned with the incense altar. If we end up using this much more, there is a good chance that we won't, because we're going to use a spawner, and that's what all of this is up here. So I went ahead and made a spawning room, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So the idea is we're going to use a Resturbed Mob Spawner, and hopefully we can turn it on and off. That is the plan, at least. And we're going to probably need vector plates. We'll get to that soon enough. So let's go ahead. I took some time using our zombie spawner to try to get a zombie villager. And so we're going to respawn him back in. And we're going to cure him. Now, in order to do that, splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. And that will work. He'll turn into a normal villager. So we'll come back to him in just a moment. Now, something, by the way, I should mention, make sure you put a torch on the controller in a lightning rod, because turns out things can spawn there. I had a creeper spawn in there. It was kind of funny, to be honest. Does this have any power? I don't even know if it's producing much power at all. So who knows? Who cares? Doesn't really matter much. And yeah, so we're going to continue working on blood magic today. Something we could probably go ahead and do is get beacons. So nether stars. Let's go ahead and make some beacons. We're going to need 4 of them eventually anyways, so might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we have plenty of nether stars, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, this guy is still converting. It takes a little bit of time for them to convert. And then I think how this thing works is picking up the desired mob and then right click. It won't work with every type of mob, so I have a feeling it's not going to work with villagers. And I don't know if it will work if we like grab this guy moments before he converts. I know that is a thing you can do, and sometimes some systems, such as I believe something we don't have in this mod pack, which is known as Mine Factory Reloaded or Industrial Foregoing. I believe the way that works, it will actually remember that the zombie is changing, and will turn it into a villager. If you get them right at the last second, it will turn them into a villager pretty much instantly when it spawns them. But we're using Resturbed spawners and Actually Edition, so that is a question I don't know. So we'll find out. And if not, I think what we're going to do is try to get a witch. Witches seem like the best option. They're going to give us kind of the best stuff. Otherwise, we could also try to get like a pig or a cow spawner, although we'd have to change how that area works, because they are slightly bigger. Anyways, any moment now, this guy will decide to become a normal villager. Let's see. What else can we do? So what we're going to be working on today is we need to work towards getting a Master Blood Orb. Automating LP collection, we're getting close to that. The spawner is going to help with that. And part of the spawner is we're going to have a redstone signal that we can, there we go, that we can do stuff with. So if I shift... okay, so this might actually work. Let's go put the spawner in here. And this is... We're gonna... redstone on. Okay, that's not working. So we need to right click an actual spawner, not a Resturbed spawner. So do I still have some actual spawners? Oh boy. Let's see. The diamond dollies, do I have any of those? Or chest transporters? There used to be diamond dollies, but that's not a thing anymore. So I have a bunch of Resturbed spawners. So no, I do not. So let's get a diamond dolly. Or chest transporter. I don't know why I'm saying dolly. Those have not been a thing in modded stuff for a while. At least as far as I'm aware. So we don't need to bring this guy with us. So let's actually keep this stuff here because I don't want to lose it. But what we're going to do is we're going to go get another spawner. But this time we're not going to change into a Resturbed spawner right away. We're going to change the spawner type first and then make it a Resturbed spawner. And that will allow us to, you know, do what we need. So north is the way to go, and there is a lot of stuff this way. Lots of stuff. Alright, so we just need to find a spawner. Doesn't really matter what, where, what kind, or anything like that. We just need to find a spawner. And here soon should come up to another fortress, I do believe. And then once we have the spawner, we can change what it is and go from there. So here we go. And this looks like a... Nope, I've been here. Never mind. I was going to say, this looks like a fresh fortress, but nope. We've been all the way up here. So let's just continue going north, and we might find another. We, in fact, did. So the question is, does this one have... It does have spawners. Alright. That's all we needed. So now we just head south. Or alternatively, we could just do this. That's going to be a lot easier. Let's just use our dislocator. That's why we have it. So with this, now we grab our spawner changer. Place that down. And now it's a villager spawner. It does break the spawner changer. And then if we get a drop of evil, we can turn this into a Resturbed spawner. And we should be able to just plop this right in here. Always on. And it should start producing villagers. I hope. We're going to kind of see. We could add speed upgrades to this guy. We do have some... we have some GP. But there are villagers. Now these guys don't act like normal. Let's get these torches picked up because we're going to put them on the walls. Like so. And we're going to just do a bunch of torches like so. So I need vector plates. We need vector plates to get these guys down to where we want them. And then the other thing, you know, something else we can do. Let's change the attack radius on this. We don't need to. Let's kill these guys. We could get a soul. And if we can get a soul, that would be awesome. But we can also turn this on redstone on. Grab some conduits and all that fun stuff, so that we can kind of choose when to use this. We should only need 2 of those, and then I need 1 more. Well, actually, I just need 2. Actually, I just need 1. Never mind. My thinking. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so what is it we want? We want vector plates. We're going to need a lot of vector plates. But I believe the system knows how. No, the system does not know how to make them. So we're going to teach the system how to make these. Just because it's going to be easier in the long run. And find... That one's completely empty. So let's just make like 100 or so vector plates. And they don't need to be the super fast ones or anything. But or a stack will be more than enough. And I went ahead and made some conduit facades with the silver bell planks for the factory up here. What I'm thinking is down on this floor, we're going to have conduit facades like so. And then I'm going to put actual silver bell planks behind this as well to make it look kind of nice. So I was preparing for that just a little bit. So we should have everything we need. And what we're going to do, this is the center. Now we are going to need to put a torch here. And then 2 conduit facades. And redstone conduit. Now, I do believe we need to like tell the system to, or tell the conduit to attach, which requires me grabbing a wrench, and then we can do this. So, a little bit of work. Let's take this stuff back with us. But this is going to make things so much easier. Villagers give the most blood, because they are a very slow, non-renewable source in vanilla game of, you know, like trying to get access to whatever. Making a mob farm is really pretty quick and easy. Mobs will spawn quickly and all that kind of fun stuff. But villagers and animals are... Animals are the least amount of blood, I do believe, because of the renewableness of them and the fact that they're non-hostile. Villagers are a little bit harder to breed, so they give a decent amount more blood. But the idea is we're going to push these guys. Let's do something like this. And doesn't really matter as long as they get to the center. And I'm just trying to get them to do something along the lines of like not interfere too much with each other, because we can't put speed upgrades in these. So that is something that we want to do. Just get this. Doesn't really matter. Are you serious? We're 1 off. Man, that's awful. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay, so let's go grab some more vector plates. And we only need 1. That is silly. And then we can get this going. So ideally what we'll have is all these villagers will be spawning, and I can always add stuff like glass or something if I want to, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to close that back up. We're going to get these conduits going along like so, and I think I'm just going to put the lever there. I don't have any sticks on me, so we're going to have to go get a lever. And the idea is that we can use these guys for blood more than anything else, just so that it's a little bit easier to kind of deal with not having to hurt ourselves constantly to get blood. That's the whole idea. So we put this here, and that should start spawning villagers in. I'm going to go ahead and get some beacons. And there's the villagers already. Now, with the Resturbed Mob Spawner, the villagers will not last forever. But what we can do, one, is I need to put a lever on this as well. Let's get a piece of netherrack. Nether brick, whatever. And then we're going to get a lever. And that should stop the transfer node. I don't know why I'm searching lever when I can just make one. But this will give us more blood. So ideally, if we put that there, and turn it on, and take that out, it shouldn't put anything else in. And that's what I want to see. So we're going to Dagger of Sacrifice. And do these guys need to be lower? I think they do. Okay. That's fine. Did I put the... No, I didn't. We need some more nether brick. And we just got to bring these guys down a little bit, I think, and then we'll be able to sacrifice them. At least that's how it used to be. So if we just do that, break that block, they still can't get out. But now they're giving us blood. And they're giving us a good amount of blood. There was like 5, and that's, yeah, 5,000 blood. Now, eventually we're going to upgrade these runes to be better. One thing I do need to remember to do is grab the rest of the slabs. And this is just so that we guarantee they can't escape. But why can't I put... I can't put anything on that one. Probably because of the villagers. So I killed another 5. And we'll want to put a light source there. And this guy is full. So if we want to make the next tier of Blood Orb, which is the Magician's Blood Orb, we need 25,000. Now, this might be a little bit of a problem because Resturbed Mob Spawners don't like keeping mobs spawning, like the mobs there. These guys will disappear relatively quickly. Also, we should be able to trade with them. Yeah, if they have anything we want. So these guys, electrician. I've not seen a lot of these guys. But what we can do is start working towards getting other things. So one of the first things we need to do is get the next tier Blood Orb. We can also look at runes of sacrifice. So runes of sacrifice are really good. They just require reinforced slates. So I'll probably automatically make those. Runes of capacity require a tier 3 altar, which we have. 1, 2, 3. So we could make runes of capacity. That gives more capacity. And then there's augmented capacity. This is later. This is a tier 4. Let's just look at runes, because there's also runes of speed runes. Speed runes are really good. Those make processes go faster. Efficiency, I can't make those, so I don't know what those are. Those might not be implemented. So yeah, what we're going to want mostly is speed, capacity, and sacrifice. So most of these are not bad. We're just going to need more slates for them. But as you can see, the villager's already despawned. So I am going to do something. We're going to want to get some speed upgrades. Let's go ahead and just kill these guys. This is full, so there's nothing else to do with that. We're going to want some speed upgrades. And you know what? Let's actually just... right here, I guess. We're going to put a trapdoor just to make things a little bit nicer. But we can get some speed upgrades from extra utilities. And that should help. There's three different types rather. That should help with the spawning. The guys will spawn faster, and then we can get more stuff faster. So more blood. Now the upgrades are not bad, but the magical ones. Yeah, we need the magical ones. They are linear upgrades. Magical apples requires magical wood or enchanters. Which I don't know how an enchanter works, to be honest. But that might not be a bad thing to make. Let's make an enchanter. And then we should be able to make enchanted ingots and all this stuff pretty easily. I think it is still going to take levels, but we just need an enchanted book. What do I want to use? Sharpness, efficiency, smite. We're going to use smite. So there is an enchanter. Now we hook this up to power. Okay, so it needs enchanting things. That's fine. I forgot the sound mufflers over there. So we could put it here. And then we just need to give it power. So we could just make a flux point. And then we're going to want apples, lapis, and gold. So let's see how this works. We're going to put this on top. Why not? Now it has power. And it's going to enchant. So it looks like it's really slow. So let's get to work on making speed upgrades. How many upgrade bases do we have? Not many, but we can make more because they're actually really cheap. So 4, we can only put 4 in there. That is interesting. So if we want to make upgrade bases, it's weighted pressure plates. So let's just make a bunch. And that's actually not too bad. So if we come back over here, that's already done. Wow, that's not too bad. And our power drain is pretty high, but not super high. So as long as we're not using most of this stuff, it doesn't matter. But we have apples. We'll have the enchanted ingots in just a second. We can start working on upgrading these to the magical tier. I don't know why. I guess these only stack to 4. which is kind of weird. But if we put these in here, these are going to be better speed upgrades, and the power penalty is not as bad because they're better. So that's kind of the idea. I guess, yeah, those only stack to 4. That's interesting. So we'll just upgrade all this stuff. And it's going to be a little bit of a back and forth. Not a big deal. But looks like by the time we get one done, we have another set ready. But the idea basically is we're going to upgrade the speed of the spawner. And then with that we can just do that. Nice and neat. With that we can start working on getting the next tier stuff of blood. And then eventually, probably not next episode, but soon-ish, we'll start looking at like getting things up and running, like the automated LP collection and that kind of fun stuff. So we have a bunch of these guys, and we need a couple more, and we ran out of upgrades. Alright, so the penalty is much higher when you use more. So one thing that we can do is, I'm just going to let this go with like 3. So that is draining a lot of power, but we need to make better power. That's kind of the other thing to do. These speed upgrades. What's the evil infused? Enchanter with the Nether Star. That's actually not that bad. We could do that pretty easily and make a few of those. I think we will. Let's go ahead and grab all this. And we're going to grab... Let's go ahead and grab like 4 Nether Stars. Actually, let's do a stack of iron. So a stack of iron, if it's 8 each, we're going to need 8 Nether Stars, which is not a problem anymore for us. We get these enchanted to be evil infused. Hopefully it doesn't do anything bad. I don't know that it does. I need to put upgrades in there. And this thing is draining 8 power, so that's not too bad. We do have a lot of drops of evil, and we can make so many upgrades. Let's just take 4. Yeah, so these only stack to 4, so we can only put 4 in here at a time. But that's okay. And there's 20. There's half the stack. So let's take 4 of these and upgrade these guys. Other way around. So there is 4 of the ultimate speed. So these guys probably stack to 64, and they're probably also really good. They seem to be fairly good. So we're just gonna, might as well get the max tier stuff. There's no reason not to, really. And then we can just upgrade everything, and eventually we'll be set on extra utility stuff. Now, one of the big things with extra utilities is we are going to need to, at some point, get access to better GP generation, and the way to do that is the Dragon Mill. The Dragon Mill is pretty much infinite, I think, unless it's like nerfed or something in this, which is possible. But we have a bunch of speed upgrades now, so let's bring this up here and see if we can't get the next rune. So all we have to do is drop in here. We're going to put those in there. This is going to drain 8 power, which is not bad. And I can always make more upgrades as we go. But let's see how many spawns we get. And it's already a lot faster. So we're going to let this guy start. And basically when we get low, we just kill a bunch. And this is going to need 25,000 LP to do anything. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about, like... The nice thing is we're going to get a ton of spawners, like villagers spawning. But at the same time, they will disappear eventually. And we don't have to worry about them, like, lagging the world. Because I've had that problem before. Not even joking, I've had that problem where basically I had too many villagers spawning and in a blood magic setup kind of like this, and then bad things happened because I couldn't do anything in my world until I went and killed them all. There we go, there's the blood orb. Magician's blood orb. Now linked to us. So we're up to the magician's tier. Let's step away from the villagers for a second. We can start working on better stuff. And honestly, I think what we'll do is we'll do that in the next episode. So I'm going to spend some time off camera making slates, making a bunch of blank slates, and then I'm going to make a filter for the next 2 tiers. And I'm going to get like a stack or so of each. And then go from there. So that is the plan, at least for me. I'm going to continue working on getting upgrades and all that fun stuff too. Something kind of neat we can do, by the way, is just increase this attack radius just a little. And I was hoping to see if we got any, like, what are they called? The souls, but maybe not. I don't know if we can get villager souls from the Resturbed Spawner, but anyways, I'm going to spend some time doing blood magic stuff, getting more runes and all that kind of fun stuff, and next time we'll work on upgrading our altar. And what is the stuff we need to do? One of the big things is sigil the Phantom Bridge. So let's just look up Phantom Bridge. Requires Phantom Bridge reagent, which requires minimum 600 will. Whew boy, that's not gonna be fun. So we need to do some Hellfire Forge stuff, and we need to find a place to put that. We could put it under here. That actually might not be a bad idea. Put it under the altar. Because I don't know how much more tranquility stuff we're actually going to do, because having that makes it kind of useless. But I'm going to work on getting like speed upgrades, especially speed upgrades, and capacity upgrades. So I'm going to just turn that off for right now, because yeah, we could use more capacity. And we'll do some Hellfire Forge stuff, we'll do some altar stuff in general, and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!